Hey folks, Wish SE. I'm out here in the Pacific Northwest visiting some friends and family, and I thought I'd do a real quick review of a very nice handgun. This is the Beretta 85. It's a 380 ACP, shoots a 380 ACP, holds 8 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, so 9 round overall capacity. Is sort of a mid-sized handgun, has a great feeling in terms of its ergonomics. The frame on this for my hand is absolutely outstanding. I mean, it just fits in my hands great. It's a very natural pointing pistol. Fit and finish is outstanding. Very, very tight frame and slide. I mean, there's no movement whatsoever. It does have a number of the standard Beretta safety features. A safety here. When the safety is up, it makes the trigger inoperable. It also will provide a decocking mechanism, so if I have the gun in single action and I want to decock it, I simply bring that up. That actuates the safety, lowers the hammer, and makes the trigger inoperable. The gun has a magazine disconnect, so if we remove the magazine and we want to fire it, it's not going to happen. Some people like that feature. I'm not a big fan of that device for some reasons, mainly being if I dropped the magazine and I was in a fight, I'd want to be able to fire that last round if I could. So that's just a personal feeling there. Long double action pull, which is pretty smooth up until this point. Right here there's a slight hitch, and then we've got the hammer dropping. In its single action mode, it's actually got a great single action trigger, and that single action trigger I'm rating just from a feel standpoint at probably somewhere around maybe 4.5, 5 pounds. So as we press the trigger back here, it's very crisp. It's really, really distinct. Hoping to shoot this tomorrow, and if we get a chance to shoot it, we'll videotape it. Our sights are a conventional sort of front white on a rear backing, and we've got a dovetail on the back, and you'll see that it has a slight white thing, so we have white on white here looking down, and pretty easy to you know, as I point in and find that front sight, it's pretty easy to find that, I have to say that works quite well, at least for me, in presenting the gun from what I've seen. The fit of this gun in my hand is really good one. I've got relatively small hands, and just the palm swell, the shape of the frame and grip itself really is right there for my hands. It really feels excellent. The weight of this gun is about 23 ounces, just under 24, so just under 2 pounds. That weight should mitigate a relatively soft shooting cartridge anyway, the 380. The overall barrel length itself is 3.81 inches, and that I think does a good job doing a couple things. One, we've got a longer sight radius here to here, right? So about 5 inches, and then that longer barrel gives us a little more velocity for a relatively, you know, anemic cartridge. I mean, a 380, would I want to be hit by it? Absolutely not. I would prefer something larger, certainly a 9 or maybe a 38. But if this was the gun I had chosen to carry, I think it would do a pretty darn good job. So overall, I'm impressed with fit and finish of this gun. We look forward to shooting it tomorrow. Again, if I can, I'll take some video of that. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that for what this gun is, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful pistol. There's no doubt about it. And for those looking for perhaps a 380 in a slightly larger version than a lot of the pocket carry guns that are out there right now, this mid-size frame might be a good one to consider. The only downside about this gun is the relatively stiff spring that we have from a recoil spring. So it takes a fair amount of muscle to really work that slide. But I think that, you know, you can overcome that. That's really more of a training issue, but certainly something to consider. So I, again, like this gun, impressed with it, looking forward to shooting with it, and we'll give you our perspective on that tomorrow if we have a chance to get to the range. So if you don't own an 85, maybe it's something to think about if you're looking for a 380 that's set up with an 8-round magazine, 1 in the chamber, and then has multiple safety features, including a magazine disconnect, hammer release here, safety release, decocking mechanism. I think this Beretta 85 might be the way to go. Thanks so much for watching. As always, stay safe.